Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So I wanted to talk very quickly today about my earbuds. These are my Galaxy Buds Plus and I've really liked them, although what I just had happen to me the other day is I noticed that one of them, namely the right bud, is significantly lower volume than the left bud. And I noticed that this happened after I was, biking around and I was actually sweating and I shoved this further in my ear, and then I think what ended up happening was some debris got jammed inside this earbud, and now it's not as loud as the other one. I can just show you what I'm talking about. So for example, let me see if I can play some music on them. And I'm going to crank this up. And I'm going to move my microphone next to them, and you can hopefully hear the difference. So let me move the microphone here next to the left one. See, that seems fine. Now you put it over here. See, you can see it's significantly quieter than the other. So what we're going to need to do is take this guy apart. So I've actually, and maybe I should mention, I have tried several other software fixes. I've drained the battery on both of these completely and then recharged them. That didn't fix it. I tried to reset the settings in the Samsung app. It didn't fix it. So I think it's not a software problem. It's a hardware problem. So what we're going to need to do is take off this rubber fitting here. And now there is this grill here, this metal grill. I don't know if it's going to focus on this very easily, but we need to get this thing off. So tell you what, let me get some tools, and we're going to need an X-Acto knife and a needle, and we're going to try to pry this out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get an X-Acto knife, and we're going to kind of try to gently kind of loosen around this metal grate on the perimeter, and there's a little bit of glue that is used in here. Now we're not going to push too deep because there's a barrier underneath that we don't want to puncture, but we're just going to basically try to work our way around this and remove a bit of the glue. So give me a bit of time to work this around, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, I think we've got that worked out. So now what I can do is I'm just going to use the X-Acto knife. I've seen other people use a needle to try to basically pick this up. And kind of, there we, oh, you see it's moving. The metal grate is coming off. Oh man, I just need to be able to get it out. There we go, there we go. And there, it's off. Okay, so now let's take this grate off. And we've got it now. See? Got the little metal grate off. And now what we can do is we can see if we can clean out any debris that's inside the earbud and see if that clears up some of the problem. Okay, so now I want to show you actually the metal grate. If you look on the inside of this earbud, you see how you can see all the way inside the internals of the earbud? So actually what came off with the metal grate is there's supposed to be a little membrane. If I flip the metal grate over on the back, you see there's this black sort of membrane. So that came off, so I really need to now remove this black membrane from the metal grate because I suspect that's where the debris is. It's between the membrane and the metal grate here. So again, give me a second to try to maybe get a little needle and see if I can get this little black membrane here away from the metal grate. All right, so as you can see, I've got it removed now. They're separated. So I'm now going to go wash both of these off, both this little membrane and the metal grate, and see if that helps a little bit. So give me a second. I'm going to go wash these off, and we'll be back. All right, so we've got it all reassembled. So I basically just ran it under some water, blew it out with a little bit of compressed air, and then put the membrane and the metal mesh back into the earplug, and then just basically put it back together. So now let's see how this works. So turn on the music again. Let's crank this thing up, and I'll put my microphone right here next to the left one. This was okay earlier. Okay, and now let's go over here to the right earbud. There we go. All right, so there you go. I think we're back in business. So this is a quick and easy way to fix your earbuds if one of them it turns out to be more quiet than the other. So it's just a hardware problem that those little metal grates, the pores seem to get either plugged up or debris gets in there or something. They just need to kind of remove it and rinse it off, and then you're back in business. So there you go. Quick, easy video. I hope it was helpful. I'll sign off and catch you later. Bye.